Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday, everyone. Salute to all of my fellow Dog Nation fans out there. That game last night, that one hurt. That one really did hurt. And I'm going to come out and officially say something today that I've never said on this show, that I've never said. Never said. This has never came out of my mouth what I'm getting ready to say here. But I got to keep this a buck. Right about now, we all as Georgia fans, we have to keep this a buck. Kirby Smart, our head coach, has a Bama problem. Kirby Smart, our head coach, has a Bama problem. He is now 1-7 against this team as a head coach. He has a Bama problem. And it gets worse. It's not so much about him having a Bama problem. He has a Kalen DeBoer problem. Look at them head-to-head matchups with Saban. Kirby scored first. He had the lead going in halftime most of those games. As a matter of fact, every last one of the games, Kirby led. We led at halftime. But with Kalen DeBoer comes out and jumps on us early and often. Those have been the results the last 2 years. Last year, definitely. They jumped out to what, a 28-3 lead at halftime, 28-0 lead at half, 28-0 lead in the first half. And last night, they jump out to a 14-0 lead. Led at halftime, 24-14. So I'm here to say right now, Kirby has a Bama problem, and not only a Bama problem, he has a Kalen DeBoer problem. He can't beat this man head to head. He has gotten out-coached 2 years in a row. Everyone, get your popcorn ready. We're going to talk about it. I'm Amondo Black, and this is the Dog Call. To go.
Where the barking never stops, the dog don't stand strong. The dark call. We're the one, we're the few. The dogs are ready, so bring on Florida, bring on Bama, and bring on Texas too. We stay true. The dogs stay true. We're the one, we're the few. Go dogs, dogs, and bring on Florida. Bring on Bama and bring on Texas too. Go dogs.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday, everyone. This is the first Sunday that I did a dog call this year. Normally, I don't do dog calls. I don't do shows on Sundays. I try to reserve them for Mondays and Tuesdays. But today, I just had a lot on my mind that I had to speak on. Some things just couldn't wait, and this could not wait until tomorrow. First things first, I'm going to be a man of my word. I was on right before week 1. As a matter of fact, it was the Sunday before going into week 1. I was on Kangaroo Black's panel, and we were discussing Georgia and Bama and the matchup on the 27th. And I told him, I said, if Bama beats us, I'll issue you a public apology and admit that we have a Bama problem. So I'm going to honor my word, and I'm going to keep my word. And Kangaroo Black, hey man, you were right. You were absolutely right. We have a Bama problem, and it starts at the top. It starts with Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart has a serious Bama problem. As a matter of fact, his Bama problem is worse than any. And when I talk about the coaches, I'm talking about the coaches that were here for at least over 7 years. So we have to kind of exclude Jim Donnan and Ray Goff. They weren't here that long. They weren't here over 10 years. Okay, so Kirby is in his 10th season. 10th season. Okay. Goff and Jim Donnan did not see Bama every year, or damn near every year, okay? Vince Dooley, I'm making the comparisons to Vince Dooley, Mark Richt, and Kirby Smart. It's about those three right now. Anyone that came before Vince Dooley, I wasn't alive during the time. I wasn't alive. I was born during the Vince Dooley era. And so Vince Dooley, I'm going off of Vince Dooley, Mark Richt, Kirby Smart's record. Vince Dooley had multiple wins against Bama. Mark Richt had multiple wins against Bama. Kirby only has one win, and that was in the national championship game, albeit it was on the biggest stage. He's 1-1 against Bama in national championship games. 1-1 against Bama in playoff games, okay? But when it comes to everything else, he's 1-7. Now, you can make an argument for Mark Richt. The games that Mark Richt had a Nick Saban problem. And it goes back to when Nick Saban was at LSU. Okay, let's go back to 2003 when he lost twice in the same year to Nick Saban when Nick Saban was the head coach. Mark Richt had a hard time beating Nick Saban. He could not beat the man head to head. But before Nick Saban got there, when there was other head coaches like Mike Schuler and DeBose and all of those guys, Mark Richt had no problem beating the brakes off of them, okay? Kirby, you had one win against Saban. You have 0 wins against Kalen DeBoer. That is why I have the title the way it is. Kirby has a DeBoer problem. I don't know what the hell is going on, but he can't beat this man. Can't beat this. Only led one time out of 2 years. Only led. Do you all realize out of 2 years of facing Kalen DeBoer, we have only led for maybe like 62 seconds. When Carson Beck threw that touchdown pass to Dylan Bell, scored a touchdown, kicked the field goal. We kick off to them. Jalen Miro, Ryan Williams trot out on the field. First play of the drive. 70-yard bomb to Ryan Williams. Touchdown. Out of 2 years, we only led maybe like for 62 seconds against Bama. That's a problem. That's a problem. And I don't want to hear any excuses about, well, Bama's is a talented team. Bama's, no, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. I don't even believe this Bama team is a playoff team. I don't think neither one of them is a playoff team. I don't think Georgia is a playoff team because you won't get far if you don't have a damn pass rush. Tyler Simpson had time to sit back. He had enough time to sit back, eat a Subway sandwich, call his girlfriend, take selfies, and then throw the ball down the field to Horton or to Ryan Williams or to Bernard or to one of them tight ends. We have no freaking pass rush. And I pointed this out after the Austin Peay game. We didn't put no pressure on Austin Peay's quarterback. We didn't get no push on Austin Peay's O-line. We go to Neyland, which a game that we should have lost. If that field goal kicker wouldn't have choked and missed that kick, it wouldn't have been no overtime, and right now we would be 2-2. We would be on the brink of elimination right now. We're supposed to be 2-2. Now, I said at the beginning of the season, and I also said on Kangaroo Black's panel, that last year team was Kirby's worst team since he's been here at Georgia. This team right here may rewrite that theory, because at least last year we had a pass rush. We had Jalen Walker, Mikal Williams. We had pass rushers. Brinson. We had pass rushers. These guys ain't getting no damn push. No push. All through the offseason, the scrimmage, the fall scrimmages, I heard Chris Cole. Where the hell has he been? Did any of you hear Chris Cole's name being called in that Tennessee game? I'll wait. Because I damn sure didn't hear his name called last night. Not for a sack. Not for a pressure. Hell, I don't even remember him getting a tackle. Elijah Griffin right now, I have to say it. He looks overrated. He looks overrated. Christian Miller, I don't see what the hype is all about. Preseason All-American, I don't see it. I don't see preseason All-American. Jordan Hall balled out. He balled out. Jordan Hall actually saved a touchdown. Because if he wouldn't have got his hands on Ryan Williams would have took it to the house. That was a hell of a play. Shout out to Jordan Hall. He's every bit as good as advertised. But the rest of these dudes on the D-line, overhyped. I'm keeping it real and raw here today. I'm not biting my tongue. We as Georgia fans, we need to quit coddling mediocrity. That was a mediocre, piss poor effort in the first half. Eight for 8 on third down. That's unacceptable on any level. High school, hell, junior varsity, high school, college, pros. If you can't get a team off the field on third down, you got problems. We're not creating turnovers. Guys are dropping potential interceptions. KJ Bolden can't catch a damn beach ball. KJ Bolden should have had an interception. CJ Allen should have had an interception. Everett, I don't know what happened, man. It seems like after the Sugar Bowl, he's regressed. He's taking a step back. He's getting beat. Not playing the ball. He's converting back to the Dalen Everett from 2023. Ellis Robertson. I don't know what the hell what all the hype was about. But Ellis Robertson is trash. Like I said, I'm keeping it real and raw here today. I don't give a damn who likes it or not. Ellis Robertson is trash. Now, I'm not bashing any of these young men. I'm just calling it as I see it. I'm quite sure the young man is a nice kid. He's in college. He's doing well for himself. Got him making a little NIL money. But all that, he was overhyped. He was overhyped. He was put up on a pedestal like they had DeAndre Baker. Like they had Lassiter. Like they had Tyson Campbell. Like they had Ringo. He ain't nowhere near that level. Kirby, where the hell was Daniel Harris? Yeah, Daniel Harris gave up a touchdown 2 weeks ago to Tennessee. But between him and Ellis Robertson, he's the better choice to start opposite of Dalen Everett. Ellis Robertson's ass need to be benched. Plain and simple. So explain this to me. And I hear some of you Disney dogs already saying, yeah, Amondo, why are you bashing the players? No, I'm not bashing the players. I'm calling it as I freaking see it. So Nate Frazier makes one mistake last night. He fumbles, which really, it wasn't a careless fumble. He got hit. The Bama player just made a damn good play. A damn good play. Put a good hit on him and knocked the ball out of his arm. It wasn't like he was running and barely got hit or he was just being careless with the ball. It was a damn good play by the Bama safety. And it caused a fumble. You bench him. You take him out the game. You bench him for the rest of the game. Ellis Robertson fucks up the entire first half, and you trot him back out on the field in the second half. I don't understand the logic behind that bullshit. I don't. Piss poor decision making. That game was lost by the coaching staff. That game was lost. And I point the blame directly at Kirby. And I'm a huge Kirby fan. Ain't nobody a bigger Kirby fan than me. Hell, I got you in, I'm giving you props in my intro. You know how many people, how many Florida fans and Bama fans and Tennessee fans and Clemson fans and Miami fans I done got into it with online, on Twitter, on Facebook, over Kirby. I've been one of Kirby's biggest defenders, especially during the debacle with Justin Fields. I got videos to back that up where I defended Kirby. But enough is enough, man. I can't, there's no defense, no excuse for what happened last night. We were the better team on paper. We are the better team on paper. Tell me how the hell we have no interceptions. Garner is 13 for 20. He threw no interceptions. No, I don't remember him ever getting sacked last night. We rushed for over 200 yards. We hold their leading rusher to 46 yards rushing. Jam Miller on the rush for 46 yards. How in the hell do we lose that game? Because numbers don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. Numbers don't lie. I can start by saying 19 third down conversions. That's a problem. Now, I'm placing the blame at the top because, Kirby, you brought in two men that don't know what the hell they doing. Mike Bobo and Glenn Schumer should have been gone. You ain't going to win a national title with them two clowns. You're not. You're not. Mike Bobo calls dumbass plays at the wrong freaking time. But I can't put it all on Mike Bobo. On that fourth down play, you're down by 3 points. Kick the damn field goal. Tie the game up. Because at that time, Bama couldn't move the ball. We had shut them out in the second half. They did not score at all in the second half. We held Bama scoreless in the second half. Scoreless. No field goal, no nothing. That's something we never did to a Nick Saban team. We never held them scoreless. Hell, we couldn't even do that to a Mike Schuler coach Bama team. The defense held them scoreless in the second half. But dumbass decision making at the end cost us that game. Because there's no doubt in my mind, the way the defense was playing, there's no doubt in my mind. If we'd have tied that ball game up, we kick the ball back to them, we get them off the field. The crowd going crazy, the stadium loud, it's tied up. There's no way they're moving that ball. No way that they're driving that ball down the field and kicking a field goal or getting a touchdown. And not only do you decide not to kick, but you call the dumbest play. That has to go down in dumbest calls in Kirby Smart coaching career. That's up there with the fake punt with Justin Fields. If you're going to call a running play, why the hell would you call a pitch play to your smallest running back? Cash Jones he's more of a slot man, a slasher. He should actually been converted to wide receiver 2 years ago. He's more of a wide receiver than he is a running back. If you was going to call that play, 4th and 1, you had so many other options. Garner. You could have put Nate Frazier back in there. McCray moves the pile. Chauncey Bowens was hot. He was hot. The kid, they had no answer. That tied defensive front had no answer for Chauncey Bowens. He was running all over that tied defense. They had no answer for him. You could have put Dylan Bell back there. Anybody but Cash Jones. They had 8 to 9 men stacked at the damn line. And you hand the ball off to a running back that weighs $105. Nothing to the imagination. Nothing. That's why I'm at the realization we ain't going to win a damn thing with Mike Bobo. The way it's looking. I hope I'm wrong. But I'm just keeping it 100 here today. His play calling sucks. Now, I don't agree with a lot of things that Paul Feinbaum say, but I've come to the realization Mike Bobo is not a big game play caller. He got lucky against Tennessee. He got lucky. That was more Garner than Mike Bobo. That was more Garner. And we got lucky as hell. We shouldn't have won that game. The kicker missed the damn field goal. It's the only reason why we won that game against Tennessee. We should be sitting here 2-2. But luckily, we're sitting here 3-1. And I got to be honest with you. I know it's a lot of football left to play. I was listening to Major. Shout out to Major at Dog House. Salute to you, brother. Great content. For those of you that ain't subbed up, make sure you go sub up to Major. He's over there at the Dog House. Great content. I listened to the live that he did after the game last night. And he said we have a lot of football left to play. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of football left to play, but we have a lot of problems. A lot. We have no pass rush. I cannot remember a time under the Kirby Smart era where we didn't have a damn pass rush. The last time that we was in this situation, in my opinion, you got to go all the way back to maybe, you got to go back to 2013 because our pass rush was pathetic that year. You got to go back to 2013 and 2014 when we were giving up a lot of points to teams. Georgia Tech came in here and beat our ass in Sanford Stadium. We went down to Jacksonville and gave up, I think, like 30 points to Florida. We gave up a lot of points in Columbia to South Carolina. It's getting back to those days, on defense. Now, Kirby, you're supposed to be a defensive guru. This shit ain't supposed to be happening. 2 games in a row, and the Austin P was moving that ball on our defense as well. They just couldn't close out the drives. But in between the 20s, they were moving the ball. Now, the run defense, excellent. 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 But how far do you think we can get? How far do you think we can go? Do you honestly think we can win the SEC or even make it to Atlanta or earn a spot in the playoffs without a damn pass rush? We have no pass rush. No pass rush. That's a problem. You can stop the run all day long. But this is 2025. This ain't the 80s. This ain't the 80s when everybody was running the wishbone and running the triple option. Those days are over with. This is a passing league. This is kind of like, this is the NFL, damn near. Teams are passing the ball. These offensive coordinators are dialing up offensive plays and using gimmicks to get their receivers open. That was masterful what Kalen DeBoer did. And I just want to say something to you Bama fans. You Bama fans that's been shitting on this man since the Florida State, since week 1, I don't want to hear a damn thing else because this man is a hell of a head coach. He's young. He's a damn good play caller. A damn good play caller. Now, Womack got some issues. Womack is going to be a problem for you all moving forward because trust me when I say this. Y'all ain't going to get far giving up 200 yards on the ground, especially when you play teams that have offensive coordinators that have the balls to call plays and be creative with them. That's something we don't have. But when you run into the LSUs, Oklahoma, Tennessee, teams that got good defenses and got offensive coordinators that actually know how to call plays, you're gonna be in trouble. But Kalen DeBoer is a good head coach. And we already know how this movie is going to play out with you Tide fans. He's going to lose a couple of more games this season, and he will. Could lose next Saturday to Vanderbilt, because Vanderbilt is no joke. He's going to lose a couple of more games this season. And if y'all miss the playoffs, you're going to be ready to jump off the ledge again, Kangaroo Black. You're going to be making lives, calling for Kalen DeBoer to be fired, calling for Womack to be fired. It's coming. Because you Bama fans, you're just like that flagpole in front of the Capitol building. You're just like the flag in front of the Capitol building. You go where the wind blows. When everything is good, it's roll tide. Roll damn tide. We're going to win the national championship. We the greatest team, greatest football team on the planet. But when you go through a little adversity, your ass ready to damn run the man out of Tuscaloosa. That's why everybody outside of the Bama fan base looks at y'all as a bunch of damn bandwagon. A bunch of bandwagon ass clowns. Half of the damn fan base, half of y'all were Miami Hurricane fans before Nick Saban came to town. But once again, congratulations on that victory last night. Y'all have issues just like we have issues. In my opinion, neither team that I saw on that field last night is a playoff team. Neither, but I'm gonna say this. If Bama or Georgia, both of them teams that I saw last night, would play Oregon, Ohio State, or Miami on the neutral field, they would lose by double digits. Because both defenses suck. Bama's run defense suck, and Georgia's pass defense, pass rush suck right now. Now, could it improve? It could. But giving up 200 yards on the ground to an offense that's ran by Mike Bobo, of all people, oh, you got problems. You got problems. So you can laugh and sniggle and giggle all you want to today, but you got problems. You will not get far with that Swiss cheese of a damn defense. Your offense is tight. Your offense is pretty good. Ryan Williams got drop issues. You don't use Bernard enough. Horton is a dog. I give him that. Horton is a dog. But Ty Simpson, when he run up against a team that actually has a pass rush, y'all in trouble because he don't handle pressure very well. He balled out last night because we weren't putting no pressure on him. We didn't have the dogs to put the pressure on him. I will admit that. And that brings me to my Georgia Bulldogs. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow dog fans, I'm about to say something that may really piss you off. That team that I saw last night, that lost that game last night, I think we're looking at a 3, maybe a 4-loss team this year. Let me say it again. I think this team may be a 3 or a 4-loss team and won't sniff the damn playoffs because the play calling on offense is too damn vanilla, too suspect. You're not going to dink and dong and bubble screen your way to a national championship or into the playoffs. Other teams in the SEC have improved. Other teams' talent is spread it out. You have to evolve, and that's something that Kirby refuses to do. He refuses to bring in an offensive coordinator, an offensive coordinator with an up-to-date playbook. That bullshit that Mike Bobo is running may have worked back in the early 2000s and in the 90s, but it ain't going to work in 2025. It may get you 8 wins. It may get you 9 wins, possible 10. But it ain't winning no national title. It's not. In my opinion, Womack is a mediocre defensive coordinator. And every Bama fan knows and could co-sign to what I just said. Let me say it again. Womack is a mediocre defensive play caller. And we only managed to put up 7 points in the second half when it mattered the most. Now, the drop by Taylor, that kid is going to be great. That happens. That happens. We can't crucify the young man for dropping the ball, because that happens. Hell, we've seen some of the greatest. Hell, Jerry Rice drop balls like that. Jerry Rice, that's happened to Michael Irvin, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Terrell Owens. That's happened to some of the greatest receivers that ever played the game. So we can't, throw that young man under the bus. He's a true freshman. My blame and my finger point goes to the top. This one's on Kirby. This one is on Kirby. And on that note, I'm going to get ready to get on up out of here. You all, thank you all for hitting the like button. Thank you all for coming out. Salute to every last one of you. Like I stated, when I do these shows, to keep from having to stop and salute people one by one in the chat, I like to just salute all of you as a whole for coming in and joining me here this afternoon. Because this was something that I normally do on Monday, but it just couldn't wait. This one couldn't wait. I had to drop this one today. So last night we found out a lot of things. A lot of things was brought to our attention that we was in denial about. We have no pass rush. And we saw the signs. We saw the warning signs in the Austin Peay game. We have no pass rush. I think we have our bell cow running back, Chauncey Bowens, and Josh McCray. Gunner played well last night. I don't have anything bad to say about Gunner. Gunner played a damn good game. He didn't cost us the game. He managed the game to the best of his ability. Look, he runs the plays that's being sent in to him. So for anybody that throws Gunner Stockton under the bus and don't point the finger at Bobo, I I don't understand it, because Gunner Stockton runs the offense on the field. The man up in the booth that's sending in them dumbass plays is Mike Bobo. And I don't put all the blame on him. I put the blame on the man that brought him to Athens. And the reality of the situation is people are going to start to wonder. I mean, people in the fan base. People outside the fan base are already starting to wonder what I'm getting ready to say. But people inside the fan base are going to start wondering. They're going to start saying to themselves, those 2 national titles, was it really Kirby that delivered those 2 national titles? Or was it more the staff around him? Todd Monken, Will Muschamp. Because at the end of the day, if we want to keep this thing all the way above, we didn't win a damn thing before Will Muschamp got here and before Todd Monken got here. And we ain't won a damn thing since they left. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Peace and blessings to you. Hit that like button on your way out. Tomorrow I'll be back with my new top 5 SEC rankings is going to be shuffled around. It's going to look totally different. Totally different. So everyone, make sure you tune in tomorrow for the dog call. Thank you all for coming out, listening to my rant. Like I said, this couldn't wait. This couldn't wait at all. But everyone, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Hit that like button. For those of you, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. For those of you that have not subscribed, shame on you. Shame on you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. We're going to be bringing you great content over here on this channel. Love you all. Peace and blessings. I'm Amondo Black, and this has been the Dog Call. And no matter what, at the end of the day, I may get angry and come on here and rant and get on their asses. But guess what? At the end of the day, no matter what, it's always going to be win, lose, or draw. Go Dogs! Sick 'em. Woo, 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 woo. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, ladies and gentlemen.